Hi there, and welcome to this week's edition of Top End Track Talk. I'm Andrew O'Toole, and today we'll be having a look at the coming Wednesday meeting here at Fanny Bay, which will be the 27th of March. A total of 5 races and some 34 horses will do battle on Wednesday, and the day also features the return to race riding of Kayla Cross, who has been on the sidelines for some months with an arm injury. Kayla would take just the 2 rides on Wednesday, aboard Sprinting to Win in the second and Joker Poker in the last, and we wish her all the best as she returns to the riding ranks. The 1900 metre event, race 4, is also noteworthy. It's the only time outside of Carnival that we run a middle distance race here at Fanny Bay, and the St Pat's Cup runner-up, the Wild Side, looks hard to beat over the trip, with a possible run in the Alice Springs Cup on her agenda. The first race gets underway at 1:45 p.m. Northern Territory time and is the Darwin Corporate Park Handicap for the 0 to 64 gallopers over 1300 metres. My numbers in the first are 2, 1, 3 and 5. Going here with number 2, and that is McIntyre, trained by Gary LaFoe Jr. Well done to Gary and Tayan Holter and the team with Desert Lashes at Moonee Valley last Friday. A great win down there. And Paul Shires takes the mount here on McIntyre. Said just a 1 start back this campaign and was a good second. That was on the 6th of March behind the very much in form and Sinner. Not much went right really for McIntyre on that occasion. I think with that run under his belt and the step up to 1300 metres will suit. I've got him on top, number 2. Ahead of number 1, Captain Apollo, Brendan Davis aboard for Gary Clark. Captain Apollo's last start was a 4th behind Secret Charge, but he wasn't far away over the 1100, and similarly the 1300 metres should suit him better. In for third, number 3, French Tesson from the in-form Tayan Holter stable, Vanessa Arnott aboard, and my 4th selection, the consistent galloper number 5, Restless. Those numbers 2, 1, 3 and 5. The second's the Garrett's Horse and Hound Handicap. It's for the 0 to 70 sprinters over the 1200 metres. My numbers here are 2, 5, 4 and 3. Going here with number 2, Delta Dior, looking for a back-to-back win. Won last time here on the 16th of March in the hands of Jessie Philpott, the Victorian apprentice. She's back up again this week to take the mount on Delta Dior, trained by Pat Johnson, of course, and Delta Dior, after its win the other day, I think is going the right way. The 1200 metres should suit. 2 on top for me. Ahead of number 5, Sprinting to Win, looking to give Kayla Cross a fairy tale comeback to race riding. Sean Rains trains this one. He's had just the 3 runs in Darwin, 1 first up and then a couple of decent runs for 4th and 3rd subsequently. He'll race well. In for 3rd, number 4, Needy Rocket. Well, he's coming back from the 1600 metres of the St Pat's Cup to this 1200 metres. Jared Todd goes aboard. David Bates, of course, the trainer. It wouldn't surprise to see him go a bold race. My 4th selection, number 3, Marble Duke. 2, 5, 4 and 3 in the second. The third is the maiden, the St Pelt's Trobus Maiden, and it's over the 1100 metres. My numbers here 3, 4, 5 and 2. Going here with number 3, Patriot Day. He was scratched from the last meeting here, and that came off the back of a very good 3rd placing first up on the track. Kim Gladwin takes the mount here for Gary Clark. It was 1200 metres last time. The step back to 1100 metres I don't think will worry this horse. He went very hard last time, just tired the last bit, and I think he'll be winning. Number 3 on top for me, Patriot Day. Ahead of the consistent Awesome Mo, Carl Spry's team going well, and Matty Hart takes them out here on Awesome Mo. He's had just the 3 starts in Darwin for a 4th first up and then 2 good second placings behind Remodify, and then the other day behind Taciturn. That was in 0 to 58 grade back to the maiden. He'll be very hard to beat. In for 3rd, number 5, Caitlin's Angel. Sonia Wiseman aboard for Phil Cole. Been racing consistently. Gets another opportunity here. My 4th selection, number 2, Matomic. 3, 4, 5 and 2 in the third. The 4th's the Mantra Handicap. It's for the benchmark 76 gallopers, and as I mentioned earlier, it's over the 1900 metres. We don't run many of these, but a field of 5 to face the starter here, and Phil Cole has 4 of the 5 engaged. My numbers here, 2, 1, 3 and 5. Going with number 2 here, the Wild Side. She won a super race the other day, just narrowly beaten in the St Pat's Cup behind Mazzaro. Jared Todd stays aboard. The 1900 metres won't worry her, and she's possibly on target for a trip to the Alice. And I think over this trip of 1900 and coming off that good run the other day, she's the horse to beat. 2 on top for me. Ahead of number 1, Lotion. He went round as well in the St Pat's Cup. Finished 8th, beaten about 10 lengths, so hard to see him turning around that margin with the Wild Side. Brendan Davis aboard for Angie Forster. In for 3rd, number 3, Ellie Tucker. Seventh the other day, I thought was a little disappointing behind Taciturn, but does have form at the 1600 metres, so the 1900 metres shouldn't worry the source. Vanessa Rana to board, and in for fourth, number 5, Miss Mossy McLaren. 2, 1, 3 and 5 in race 4. And in the last, the 10 Darwin handicap, it's the benchmark 54 and it's over 1600 metres. My numbers here are 1, 5, 2 and 8. Number 1 on top, Rocheville. He's got a lot of weight to carry, 62 kilograms. The next horse in the handicap has just 55.5, but he's the class act of this field. He's racing consistently for Carl Spry. Carl's only ride of the day, incidentally. He's third, his last 2 starts, 1 over 1600, 1 over 1300 behind Making the Grade and Miazza. That should be good enough form you would expect for him to take this out. 1 on top for me, ahead of number 5, Rock Miati. Another one who ran in the St Pat's Cup the other day, finished down the track, beaten about 11.5 lengths, but does have form over the 1600 where some of these don't. In for third, Strategic Journey. Second up, another one with form over the trip, Jared Todd for Phil Cole, should race well. And my fourth selection, number 8, Borlung. 1, 5, 2 and 8 for me in the last. My best bet in Darwin on Wednesday comes up in race 3, number 3, Patriot Day. Race 3, number 3, Patriot Day. We had him as our top selection for our last meeting here, but he was scratched on the day, so we'll go with him again. Race 3, number 3, Patriot Day. While my best roughie comes up in the last, and it's number 8, Borlung. In the last, race 5, number 8, Borlung. Well, that wraps up this edition of Top End Track Talk, but we'll be back in advance of our next meeting, which is in a week's time on the 3rd of April. Until then, good luck and good punting.